The Resolution 203. Whereas the Civilian Health and Medical Program of the Department of Veterans Affairs, the DVA, known as CHAMPA, is a health benefits program in which VA shares the cost of certain health services with eligible beneficiaries, and whereas eligible beneficiaries include spouses or child of a veteran who VA was rated 100% permanently and totally disabled for service-connected disability. The surviving spouse or child of a veteran who died from a VA-rated service-connected disability or who at the time of death was rated 100% permanently and totally disabled, or the surviving spouse or child of a military service member who died on active duty, and whereas the VA medical centers are authorized to provide services to CHAMPA VA beneficiaries under CHAMPA VA In-House Treatment Initiative, acronym CITI, program at no cost to the beneficiary, and whereas the services provided under this program, however, are provided at the direction of the VA Medical Center Director and available only on a space available basis after the needs of the veterans are met, and whereas it is time the VA system recognized the need for the psychosocial care of veterans rated 50% or more families so that the VA system does not repeat the same failures it continues unabated with Vietnam veteran families whose PTSD diagnosis in far too many cases did not occur until many years has passed. Veterans, family members endured years of trauma, the effects of having manifested into adulthood with many psychological disorders and dysfunctional families requiring psychological services without change within the VA system. This will continue to manifest itself in our community of veterans. And whereas such burden can cause undue financial and emotional hardship on a severely disabled veterans and family members, the need for psychological services to treat them now. Therefore, be it resolved that the Disabled American Veterans in Convention Assembly in Denver, Colorado, August 20 to 25, 2009, supports legislation to provide psychological services to all family members affected by the veterans PTSD rated 30% or more, regardless of age or circumstances, under the CHAMPA VA program. On July 24, 2009, in accordance with the National Bylaws, Section 310, Rules 7, A and B, the DAV Department of California State Executive Committee and the DAV San Bernardino Chapter Number 12 approved this proposed resolution for presentation at this National Convention in Denver, Colorado, August 20th to 25th, 2009, signed by the Department Commander and Department Adjutant.
Mike 3.
Yes.
May I please comment?
Yes,
Betty
please.
Albanese, Chapter 2, General MacArthur Service Officer, Department of Nebraska. I am asking that the disabled American veterans that I stand with today support legislation for family members to receive care for psychological care that is not space available, and also recognize that all PTSD-related veterans are not combat veterans, so their families cannot go to the vet center, so that we do not repeat the failures that have happened previously, and so that our family members that are suffering secondary PTSD can be treated. I would like to request a voice vote.
Before we do that, I'd like Joy Elam, who's on the committee, to give the reason why it was rejected.
As noted in the resolution, the CHAMP VA is designated for dependents and survivors of veterans with 100% disabling conditions rated permanent and total. Therefore, the proposed resolution really requires a significant legislative change lowering the eligibility rate for CHAMP VA benefit services from 100% service-connected to 30% service-connected for those who have post-traumatic stress disorder. The advisors recommended rejection of the resolution because current law does provide, permits mental health counseling to family members of veterans with post-deployment mental health issues, including PTSD, military sexual trauma, and other conditions at VA's vet centers. Mental health counseling to dependents and other VA mental health programs in VA centers are also necessary for treatment, can receive treatment in conjunction with the veteran's service-connected disability within the VA center if the clinician feels it's appropriate. So that was the reasoning behind the rejection. We feel that the current law provides psychological counseling for family members. Additionally, a resolution was adopted to provide mental health services for family members of severely disabled veterans who may need that assistance.
Did that answer your question?
That answers nothing.
Well,
Again, I reiterate that space available psychiatric care for family members or the vet center is not an appropriate solution. If you're saying, as I understand, that this is going to require additional legislation to change CHAMP VA, then I would encourage that. But I would also, again, like to ask for a voice vote.
would you like to put that in a motion?
I so move. Betty Albanese, Chapter 2, General MacArthur, Nebraska, Department of Nebraska.
Are you saying that the resolution is your motion?
I am asking that the way it is read be the motion. I'm new at this, so if you could help me, that'd be great. If we need to change the resolution to say that the legislation be changed for CHAMP VA, that's a huge change.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And report is accepted. Do we have any more reports? Hearing no more reports, I certainly would like to thank all those committees that have given their reports today. They were concise, informative, and I know you did a lot of hard work, and I congratulate you, and I'm sure the entire convention body congratulates you for your hard work today. Going on now. Yes. No more resolutions?